Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Direbear, and welcome to Falskallan Nights. I am your humble host, the Bard with no name. Before we start playing our game, we want to thank a couple of our sponsors for tonight. First of all, it's D&D Beyond. Uh, Without D&D Beyond, we would not be able to have our character sheets in one spot for me to check in on them in case I'm overkilling them. No, to really make sure that I am overkilling them because they're shits. Especially how last week went. Ooh, boy. Our second sponsor is us. We have a merch store now. So please, we've got some t-shirts, we got some stickers, we got some patches. Please come on by and support the channel because if you do that, we'll be able to help give you guys great entertainment. We also have a couple of commands in chat now. One of them is world a world explainer. So it gives you type in False Fallen Knights with an exclamation point, one word, no capital letters, and it'll come up with a little paragraph of the world. And it happens with all of our campaigns. With that, I believe that's everything. If you are interested in joining Dire Bear, please join in the Discord. We have a Discord link as well. Please become one of our community. Come to us with one of our community, and we will gladly accept you. We're a very open and welcoming society here. We're allies. We support everything. We support you. But most of all, we support great stories. That's what we're doing here on this channel. But with that, I think that's everything. Da-da-da-da-da. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. So, with that, let's get into it. Welcome back, everybody. There was actually one other announcement that I had forgotten to say. Fortunately, due to life circumstances, we had one of our players drop out, Mogenthau. So we don't know if they will be coming back at all within our game, but the seat is always open. But I say, cheers to that. Um, may your life be fruitful. But it was a pleasure to have you on our team. Cheers you for that. And thank you for joining us, Mogenthau. With that being said, last time on False Fallen Nights, Team Them woke from their night of relaxation to find themselves ready to tackle the day ahead. With a smell of bacon and camaraderie, the other guildmates, they were ready to attack the day. Heading into the parliamentary offices of Menestad, the team had requested meetings with the liaisons of Azure Perfectionist Academy for the Gifted Archivist, the Soul Weavers Consortium, and Violet Fury, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Having vital information in tow, the group met with each representative to case their points. With a lot of information to sit through, the team was given a week to see what results they could conjure. With a harvest festival coming on by, the idea of an ambush was on their minds. But now, what happened during this week? Ah, now, let's see how we're going to do this. Who wants to roll to see who goes first?
Yeah, works for me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Now, the way this is going to
Well,
work,
go ahead.
I was going to say, the way this is going to work is time is a wobbly thing, so it doesn't mean we're going to be specifically on one person the whole time. And things that might happen that include other players, well, might happen throughout said week. All right, who rolled what? Howard, what'd you roll?
20.
Okay, anybody else roll a 20?
Well, shit.
And now it doesn't mean you can't have other people with you, right? So things will start going and flowing. We'll
Mhm.
figure this out. Howard, during this week, what were your main goals?
Well, helping with research, whether in the library or in the Soul Weavers Consortium, if they determine that arcane knowledge may be of help for Troll's Bane. And aside from, research of wherever it's needed, training with Spleen and the rest of the guard.
Excellent. All right. So we're gonna kind of do this on a not so much day by day basis. What it comes down to, wake up in the mornings, you'll head down to the kitchen area, grab yourself some food, and you'd head right to the libraries. Start researching and planning things out. You go there and you see Flemish Heart, Elris, and Orlan Felderwin already there perusing Izana's tome. Just going through it. You see a couple of scribs. They're copying as much information as they can down to start mass producing this information. And you see a bunch of these scripts. They're younger. You can definitely tell that they're trying to frantically rush through this so that they can keep up with the information that's being thrown at them. Everything is being deciphered. What is it that you do?
Well, is there anywhere in particular they need me or want me? Or is it just free reign?
You end up walking up, and Flemish Heart looks at you. Oh, good morning. How did you sleep?
Okay.
Good. You're gonna need fresh eyes. This is a lot. Gone through a couple different portions of this book, and we've segmented them into about 4 things. The cr- he starts taking them out, and then he actually has like a couple of scrolls of notes written down. He slaps one down. This one is about these blister coil weirds. I'm not really good on summonings, so we might need to bring someone else in to understand how all this mechanics work. We also have theories on applying plate armors to elementals. Another one is mushroom production. I'm not too sure what this is about. Very vague and archaic. And the last one, branding liquid.
That one was of a magical nature. They were doing something with the mushrooms, probably to create Troll's Bane. And it was not natural.
All right. Well, I think you. Well, we have the Soul Weavers Consortium here to help figure that out. If it's
Mhm.
disease based, they'll start delving into that research. It's more formulaic in here. Looks like. Alstarian, are you wanting to help with that?
Yes. Mhm.
Yes, I kind of figured it would be like whoever wants to jump in on what is happening can, but it's got to make sense to what you want to do throughout the week.
Certainly.
So, yeah, Halstarian, you came down too.
Mhm.
So we'll just imagine that you were there the whole time.
Sure. Sounds good to me.
All right, boys, pick a subject. We're gonna have to deal with a lot.
You know, I'm kind of curious how they're attaching armor. That would be interesting. I'm also
All right.
curious about the blister weirds. One subject at a time. I'll start with the armor.
He hands over. He starts handing over the scroll where he had taken down his notes. And so he starts flipping to that section and lets a scrib write down what's going on. Then you start getting the notes as they're being written, pretty much right out of hand. You start going through them all. I'd like the both of you to make intelligence checks.
$12.
16.
Well, 16. All right, so you start memorizing and theorizing what's going on here, and you're noticing the formulas and the patterns along in the scrawlings with the notes of it all. You're generally getting the idea of what's going on, but the application of you think of the idea of summoning an elemental and then throwing a plate armor on them. It doesn't seem to work that way. It more or less conjuring an elemental through the plate armor, thus binding it to it. That's pretty much all you could have turn from this day of doing it. You spent hours poring over these notes, and as things keep going on, it's very slow paced and very slow moving. You see Elris peering over notes of the blister coil weirds, and he's like, "Oh God, man, these guys are thorough. I need food. I need some fresh air. Oh, you guys want to come with?"
Sure.
Please.
And with that, who rolled lower than a 20?
How much lower?
How much?
I rolled a 15.
15? Diamondback?
Uno.
Oh, the exact opposite of a 20.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I mean,
Spleen?
if that's where my natural 1 lands for the night, I'm not going to complain.
I rolled a 2.
All right. Ymir.
Hello.
What are your plans for?
Well, Yimmer would be trying to befriend anyone who would possibly stand his company, being as this is not an area that he would normally be able to kind of move freely about,
Hmm.
and kind of get maybe slip a mushroom or choice mold or whatnot here and there, as people would want. Little contraband, never hurt anyone. And yeah, just trying to, find some key information that might be relevant to certain objectives that Yimmer and Diamondback may have.
Yes,
Not
indeed.
saying there are any, just there may be something. As well as trying to find out who had the balls to set up a mushroom trade without Yimmer. Because
Okay.
that shit, I like game respect game, but come on. Like, You come into my home and you disrespect me like this.
You come into my home and you're disrespecting my family.
Yes. On this, the day of my daughter's wedding.
On this, the day of my daughter sprouting.
You gonna make somebody an offer they can't refuse?
I want you to prune him, if you get my meaning.
Okay. So,
Anyways, yes,
uh,
that is.
okay. So if you're gonna start schmoozing guards, so then I would say this day you're pretty much just getting to know your surroundings.
Mhm.
Getting to know your surroundings. So that case,
So like also maybe going into the uh what's it called? The medicine cabinets, so to speak. Seeing what might be there as well, you know. Like just poke around. This is all for research, you know. Medical
you're
experimentation.
walking around. You're walking around Castle Menestad, and so you're just generally walking and actually make perception checks. Check. Sorry.
Check.
One.
Oh. Well, you know, the architecture is just really cool. High arches. That was a 2 that I rolled. So,
Oh, buddy.
Ooh.
you know, just kind of taken in by the grandeur. 7 in total.
7 in total. Okay.
Small guy in
You're
a big place.
small, small guy in a big place, new surroundings. You're trying to get a hold of everything, and it's just not making any sense right now. You're for someone who's normally pretty good at orienting himself. This is a tad bit different from what you're used to. Think, well, you're just gonna walk around and maybe see if you can try and find guard patterns and orientations. Who's who's doing what, and try and notice the people that are coming in. And generally, for it being a first day, it's rather chaotic.
Hmm. Then a toy chip here. See?
You end up walking around, walk into the courtyards, the gardens. You find a couple of doors that are locked and or heavily guarded. They won't let you
Hmm.
in.
Noted.
Still walk by the library. You peek your head in, and you see, oh, there's Halsteria and Howard doing their thing. Later in the
Hmm.
day, you'll see Spleen out in the training yard. But
Safe to assume I'm seeing some trainees getting their asses handed to them.
well, you will
Shit.
have to see.
Uh, yeah, I guess I just and yeah, any like higher ups that would schmooze, you know?
Well, so you're just looking for. So, you trying to talk to guards, or you trying to talk to like actual parliamentary
Oh
people?
yeah, like yeah,
Anybody who'll have them.
yeah.
Okay. You do end up finding a second floor, and it's usually where the ministers are. You walk up and you notice that this place is a little bit more guarded, but it's less common folk around, and it's people with more of a purpose up this way. Are you wearing your fancy attire, or are you wearing
Not this time.
not this time? You stick out like a sore thumb.
As soon as I notice that, I'll just kind of do a quick look about and then
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah, you're not being stopped from your looking around, but with your perception check, you're not really finding a lot of correlation to what's going on.
Mm. So yeah, Yimmer will just kind of head back and note that for the next day.
Yeah. And there are guards posted and walking around, and so it's not like you can't talk to them, but
Mhm,
just like if you're doing just exploratory, this is kind of what your day's been like.
mhm. Yep.
Okie dokie. Lean, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. What is your plan of attack? You-
Surprise!
I just wake up to that one day. Oh, hi, spleen.
Hi. Mm, I don't know where the training grounds are. I hope I get somebody to tell me. I'll walk around. I'll find it. I'll find it.
make
Walk around.
make an investigation check.
Okay. Wait. What? Oh.
First day is just spleen wandering.
Well, yeah, it would help if I have my character sheet open. Hey, it's me. There I am. Where? Oh, investigation. Oh, so good at these. A 1. So 2 minus 1 equals 1. Investigation.
Just like Yimmer, small person, big place. You're having a hell of a time trying to figure this out.
I seen that dork. Wait. Wait. That seems like the same. I've seen that statue. Yeah. This way. Let's go this way this time.
You start wandering around, and after about 20 minutes, you're actively look like you're lost, not like Yimmer where he's just kind of looking. Finally, one of the guards gets up the balls to just come up to you. Is there anything I can help you with? See this scrawny kid, pockmarked face, just fresh stubble. He looks as young as he sounds.
Fucking place is a maze. I mean, what is the point? Why not make it straightforward? Why is there curves? Why is there all these what signs everywhere? What if you can't read? This is so not friendly
Stop
for
yelling at me,
stupid
please.
people.
I don't need this.
Like, not
just-
me, because I'm not stupid. I can read.
only doing
Where's
my
the training
job.
grounds?
If you're looking for the training grounds, just follow me. They're through the barracks.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Uh, make an intimidation check.
13. Yeah, it's plus 3. 13.
13. So you see that this kid is actually. I'm sorry, I'm just reading the chat. You guys are posting shenanigans. Jesus, guys.
It's all chaos.
Oh, my team is chaos. What can I say? I cultivated a crew that acts like me.
Slowly go into a rage. Poor kid.
You see the kid is visibly shaken, and as he's walking, you notice his legs are just trembling.
I smile.
Good. After about a couple minutes, you finally make it to the barracks, and when you walk in, you see like very tight quarters. Like house, it's enough to house a small regiment, but it's very bare bones and simplistic. It's a singular room that contains a bunch of beds for the rotational guard, and there's a well carved door depicting a dragon being slain by a human figure on the backside. You keep walking through, and you notice that there's two other doors. You look to the right, and you see what looks to be an armory. Like it's a very linear, like rectangular and linear. There's two weapon racks lining the walls, and at the backside, you see what looks to be like a grinding wheel and a lot of like oils and whatnot to help preserve and maintain weaponry. Yeah, but there are a bunch of various swords, axes, bows, shields, crossbows in there. All of them seem to be sized for human-sized, generally human-sized people. He's walking you through, and he knocks on the door with a dragon carving. Commander, I think this is the person you were looking for. Opens the door. The man who opens the door is the ever so lovely Bora Capstone. For the people who have not been initiated, you see a very tall man, very broad built shoulders, bald on the head, very beautiful mustache. Everything else is clean shaven and well trimmed. This man owns the command he has.
Oh. I thought you said bones.
Yes, he owns the command he has. Listen to
sure
me,
that's
I'm
just
the commander
no.
now.
Pretty sure that's workplace harassment.
While she's drinking.
Yo,
Anyway,
this man bones.
he looks down. Right, it's you. So
It's me.
apparently you're gonna train me and all of my other captains and sergeants.
Yes, I am.
What are you gonna say about that, Missy? But Lieutenant General Pinmo personally requested me to take a step back and absorb the training that you might give us. That's the case. Well, let's see how this goes. My captain's already waiting in the training yard. You ready?
I'm ready. Just watch and learn, bootlicker.
Oh, you're gonna regret that.
I don't regret anything.
He's already walking. You coming?
Uh-huh.
He's already out the door. He's walked right out.
I'm just gonna be like, yeah, and I will go and follow.
Heading outside the barracks, you notice that you walk into a standalone courtyard. It's rectangular shape, but has an ovate. It's rectangular shape, but has one wall that is ovate that actually looks over the northwest side of Menestad. So you see the Almond River Military Ward and the Iron Bridge districts. In the center is a circle of that represent a fighting pit with dirt and sand, but there are also other pathways that lead off to other parts of the castle. You're not too sure where. You also see target dummies lined on one side of the wall. There you see you see 3 sets of oh geez, what is the word? I can't think of it right now. You see 6 people, each 3 of them representing a captain, 3 of them representing sergeancies. And they all have a crest based off the districts that they're maintaining. They're with it. They are wearing their chainmail and half-plated armor. They're sitting there and they're waiting for your command. Berwick comes up, right? Cool. He starts pointing to the set with a B on them. This is from the Mead Meadows. This is Captain Omar Otter and Sergeant Carplane Fallis. Starts pointing to the other 2. This is from the Iron Bridge. This is Captain Crenshaw Forgemaster. The other one is Liara Crayston. This here is from the Military Ward. Captain Ari Alwyn and Mathis Flo, Sergeant Mathis Flo. They will be taking your training and be transferring it to their privates and corporals. Got this?
Yeah, I get the concept. Don't got your names, so I'm gonna wing it. Just so you're aware.
Right on.
You can call me Spleen. Or Daddy. Or Master. Or anything like that. It was a joke, by the way.
They're all just sitting there waiting, just standing at attention.
Okay, raise your hand if you fought an elemental.
One of them does. Sergeant Mathis Flo. He holds his hand
Okay.
up.
Okay. Now, what did you take from that experience?
Fire hurts. And our weapons didn't do much.
Yep, and they're not. But I know those that can do damage. Magic, yeah. Magic hurts them. But there is a key detail. For us. For fighters like us. We can keep it occupied. I found out that these guys that do magic are very, very weak and squishy. So they get hit once and they're done. So we have to protect their asses, so we are the wall. So that's what we're gonna focus on. Is how to take a hit over and over and over and not kill over and die.
They all stand at attention. In a unanimous order, they say, "Yes, ma'am."
Oh shit. I mean, yeah. Mhm.
You can see far away from the corner. Oh god, this has got to be great.
That's alright, no one's actually gonna kill over and die with this lesson in particular.
Okay. So you start doing your training programming and whatnot. So like any specific way you're doing this, or
As many ways. Where's my voice? So going into like basic maneuvering with like large thrown objects and just swings, also being able to stay close to fire, not touching it, but being able to withstand the proximity of fire being really close.
Okay.
So just kind of getting used to the feeling of that. And then don't flinch. So throwing like shit at their face.
I would like. So are you, now? What is your style doing this? Are you doing this with positive reinforcement? Are you doing intimidation, brute force, or
It is like a hard ass way of more like that type of inspiration of just like how are you able to protect others if you can't even withstand a box being thrown at you and we're already losing a lot of people. Get your shit together.
make an intimidation check?
Yes.
Which might be a good time to let everyone know that we've received a party boon.
Hey.
What did we get? Oh wait, I gotta roll that.
Behind door number 1.
Okay. Where's the dragon die? There's dragon die. I die.
You die, I die, everybody die.
You have advantage on your initiative rolls.
Oh, I already have advantage on my initiative roll. I have super initiative.
All right, and so with this, now what did you roll there, Spleen?
Oh, I forgot to do that because distraction.
Way to
That's fine.
go, Juju.
Yeah,
Hey,
Juju.
look,
Woo!
I'm not the one who put in the boon.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You feel like You're speaking some very harsh words, but you feel like you're really impacting everything that's going on there.
No need to sugarcoat.
Yeah. And so I'm going to roll athletics checks because you're making him basically do like football, like feet work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, perfect.
Actually, shit. They actually all rolled really well.
Yay!
Spleen tired is the new trainer.
You see these captains and these sergeants going through their routines, and they're actually really well trained, maneuvering and doing their footwork, going back and forth. You're trying to throw things, and they're not doing things. I'm going to roll another athletics.
Mhm.
That was two
Roll!
natural
Roll
20s
through
out of a
it!
6 roll. Jesus.
Exactly!
Hold on. Let me finish. I'm not done yet, honey.
Oh, girl.
You notice a couple of the sergeants starting to trip and fall. And as you do, your style of going in and harshing them, like just verbally berating them and making sure that they understand the pressure is on to get up and keep moving.
Mhm.
You see a couple of them starting to crack. As you do that, you see Bartle come in. Don't you stop doing that.
Me?
There's a point to respect around here. If you're gonna push them, you're gonna break them. I know these people have been to the ringer already, but these are my people. Remember that.
What? And if they trip and fall, the elemental and the fucking cultists are gonna stop? Oh, I'm sorry, am I breaking you? Oh, I'm sorry, am I making you cry? They're not gonna give a fucking shit! Get the fuck up!
As you're
This
yelling at
isn't
him,
the time.
you turn back to yell at Liara. As you do, stand back up. Berwick is just dead eye staring at you. Just
I'm not even staring at him. I'm staring at the two that fell.
the day keeps going on as such, and after about 8 hours of training, everybody seems to be quite tired. Even yourself. I mean, you're pushing them, but you're not used to a commanding style.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it gets trying to get used to that sort of formatting
Yeah.
does take its toll.
I am doing a lot of it with them.
Yes.
As you can see.
All right. That's after the first day of doing that. You head back home to your bunk, which is in Castle Ministad. You guys were actually assigned a room. It was it was a bigger room that was refitted to hold all of you. So you head back there, Diamondback.
Ready.
What are your plan of attack for the day?
So my plan of attack is to start putting a target on my back by seeking out one of the places where an attack occurred by the cultists in the last little while, and singing some songs out there that basically boil down to "Bitch, fight me."
Right on. So you ask around. Yeah, you ask around the castle and see where the bigger parts were hit. And generally, it was the center square within the military ward, the Noon Square at Noon Square, and in the Iron Bridge district, it was a bunch of different smaller like settlements.
Mhm.
But oddly enough, nothing was really hit in Mead Meadows,
Hmm,
which is the main food production and distribution center for
interesting.
town.
Ready.
And of
Well,
course, the parliament was hit as well. But generally, you kind of figure the sense that
yeah,
singing "bitch fight me" songs in Parliament doesn't sound exactly right.
not quite. No, I think I will head on out to the square though at some point. I'll also try to plan this so that I'm doing it at a part of the day where at least one other member of the party is available, so that if the bitch fight me works too well, I'm not completely on my own. Thank you, Yim.
Yeah, Jimmy would definitely
That's what I
just to get out of the the castle.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
bit
the-
claustrophobic in there.
Yeah.
So, where would you like to head?
Yeah, let's go down to the big main square that got hit.
So, Noon Square.
Noon Square, yeah.
Noon Square. Cool. Walking in through the town, it's still very much hustle and bustle. It's a very crisp autumn morning.
Yeah.
It's cloudy. It feels like it's gonna rain. So, yeah, you might get rained out. You might not. Who knows?
Yeah.
You kind of get the general sense of it all. But overall, there's still people walking around trying to sell their foods, and people heading to wherever they're going. You end up making it to the main square, and you notice that there are some guards here, but you also see a lot of different people starting to set up what the harvest festival is going to be. So a bunch of straws being drawn in. You see like strings being strung across various buildings, and a couple of stands are being built up, but it's very basic right now.
Okay.
Lots of the
So,
general workers are around.
all right. I'll make sure that my whatever bracers or anything they've given me that kind of have the sigil of the castle, kind of denoting I am doing official business things. Please don't call in a noise complaint.
Official busking.
Yeah, are very visible, and I kind of will pick a spot and just sort of call out, "All right, folks. Don't feel like you need to stop in your work or anything, but I heard this place been hit a little while back by them damn cultists skulking below the ground, and well, I just don't take with good folk being kicked around by cowards like that. So if y'all have a moment to listen, I thought I might challenge them to pick on someone their own size." And I start just kind of drumming on into a really sort of dark, kind of like, again, bitch fight me sort of song.
Yeah, right
Um,
on. You start doing that.
yeah.
I would like for you to make a performance check. Yimmer, can
Alrighty.
you make a perception check?
Not that one.
Okay. Well, it's a 4 on the dice, so 15.
Oh, baby. That's much better.
So
Uh,
15 performance, and what was your
Yep.
perception?
24.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Very nice.
Just had to get out.
That hits me in all the right cackles. Diamondback, you are strumming along, and a lot of the people are stopping their work and they're watching, and you notice them like
Yeah.
you get the general feel that they're actually getting kind of affected by this.
Yeah.
Actually, give me a second. I'm gonna go take a look at something.
Yep. Yep.
You start a flash mob.
Yeah. Just kind of sings out like, "You cultist pricks, you'd best go run and hide. Because your ticket to hell is paid in full. I got some steel here to give you the ride. There ain't nobody faster than the singing man's blade. I'm a rattlesnake with a rapier. Run or stand, you'll be lying in the sand, falling to the point of my daggers."
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Yimmer's definitely, but
Thank you. Appreciate being the hype man.
yeah.
And so you're strumming your lute along, you're singing, and when you hit that last note, you hit it hard.
Yeah.
Hit it hard. You look up, and it's oddly enough noon at Noon Square.
Would you say it's
See a couple
high
doves flying
noon?
off.
Wow.
And everybody around is clapping and just generally like
Yeah.
feel that as if what you just said was like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Let's keep working. Let's keep working on the thing. You see these people starting to work a little bit faster, and there's a bit of a
Nice.
pep to their step. Yimmer, as Diamondback is singing the song, you're looking around to see the intent of the people. You're not noticing any real difference outside of the working folk and the guards that are there. Yeah, that's pretty much all you can really discern at this point. It's kids, workers, mothers, wives, guards, people who are setting things up, and generally everybody's stepping with a good pep.
Yeah,
Mm,
good song. Definitely a good haul, I'd like to say. But
Thank you.
didn't see any ruffled feathers out there.
Oh, well, give him time. It's only the first concert out, and well, look. I figure best case scenario, I make a target out of myself, maybe get him to slip up a little bit. Worst case scenario, we lift everybody's spirits up, and they don't like music.
Yeah, well, it's definitely going to stick with a lot of people. I can see it getting around town pretty quick. Hmm.
Well, I mean, as long as we're doing something. I don't
Yeah,
know. I ain't much on training folk. How's your other line of work been going?
yeah, couldn't make heads or tails in there. It's just all this way and that way, and well, many people are willing to talk. Uh, Tried to go up to see ministers, but I was a little underdressed, so
Hmm.
it's going to be tomorrow's thing.
Sounds good. If working on the out invisible side of things doesn't work, might this be a job for our old buddy Caiaphas?
Mm, Probably not a bad idea to bring him in.
All right. Well, you let me know how tomorrow goes. If nothing else, I might be able to pop on down to a tavern or two and see if anybody here deals in info.
Mm, Sounds good. Well, if I don't get any info, at least I know that ministers are usually some of the crazier folks, so looking forward to finding the crazy ones.
Yeah, pretty much, eh? Be entertaining if nothing else, and thanks for watching my back out here.
Yeah, anytime. Always love hearing you sing.
Well, thank you, partner. I always love seeing what kind of trouble you can get me or anybody else into.
Love doing it.
And I kind of walk back off towards the castle, strumming still strumming the song along, just kind of keeping the instrumental going to keep everybody's spirits up.
Yeah. While you're strumming along, walking back, make a deception check. Just it's not that you're tricking anybody,
Yeah,
it's the ability to double talk through your
yeah,
song to
yeah.
really output what you're really
Ooh,
saying.
that's a good one. That's a 27.
Oh, you are a master word player. You're
Ooh,
Uh,
flourishing. You're
ah,
flourishing with everything. It's
Wordsmith.
a master of the tongue of many ways. You,
oh, don't you know it?
yeah, baby. But with that, you're walking through the town. That's real good of your poetic licensing.
Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I'm including links to the lesser known songs in the chat just so we don't get. But yeah.
Good. All right, heading on back. Hal, is there anything specifically that you wanted to do other than just helping Howard out?
At the very least, I wanted to sort of be able to act as a information master. I wanted to get, if there were going to be multiple teams, I wanted to get their names into my tome of shadows, so I may more easily communicate between teams.
Okay, so you want to start doing more project management than actual researching, or at least start out with getting a communication line set up.
Yeah, I at least want to have it set up. still happy to do more research. I want to learn how this thing ticks to see if we can find any weaknesses or flaws in their plans. But failing that with the tome we found, I'd probably start with the weirds in that regard. But uh, in addition to that, I would essentially want to start. If there's an emergency, I want to be able to communicate with anyone I as many folks on our team as I could.
Exactly. Okay, cool. So you start going around, and just as at this point right now, the people who are actually delving within the information is basically Attenuate Flemish Heart, Archivist Elris, Seer Orlin Felderwin, and then it's you two at this point. Orlin stands up. Well, um, this is all fine and dandy, but I think we might need to have a couple more people come in. Maybe one more at least. Do we know anybody who has extra planar knowledge? Because that might help with any sort of information on elementals or why they're being summoned.
I very strongly doubt you can get. He just strokes his horn a bit.
Well, do you have a name or no?
You will have to make it appealing to Lord Baltrus.
Do we know anybody within the academy? I'd like the both of you to make a history check.
Nine.
Okay. 21.
21. And what did you roll, Juju?
9.
9? There's one person that comes into your mind particularly, Alsterian. Not Baltrus. But it is another tiefling that you know of. Garrock was a planar specialist. As much as he is an archivist, he is very much a planar specialist. As Elris is an archivist, but he's more antiquities, artifactual.
I will need to make it palatable to him as well. Well, Elris, I think we both know there's a way to get more of a specialization.
Oh, and what is that? Who's that?
Well, we'll have to make it worth Jarek's while, but he is a veritable library of information.
Oh, you see Elris look up. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He definitely is. We need to contact him. How do we even get him here? He's back in Onver. How do we get him here? And Orlin picks up. I can be very persuasive. I'll put the ear in Carplin. Allow us to use that teleportation circle down in the antechamber. And Flemish looks up. All right. I'll contact Cobalt. Tell him to send him our way. You talk to Pimmo and Carplin. We'll get him here. And they both start looking at each other. This is actually starting to turn out to be a pretty good team.
Well, not anymore.
What do you mean? Why? Orlin looks up and his halfling nature, his hair still like out to town. Like he's got basically like the tonsure going on there, the natural. bald head, but the hair is just yes.
Well, he's how do I put it? The the man is quick-tempered. He's well, he's just very cross. He certainly doesn't like me. Uh, when when something needs to get done, he will do it. But we do need to do something to make him more amicable to the idea of helping in the immediate, so to
He doesn't
speak.
have a choice. I'm saying it because I'm higher ranked. Remember this? I'm wearing the black robes. Same with Flemish. What he says goes. You're listening to me at this point.
It's just a very comforting concept.
Don't worry. He just turns around, starts like writing in the air. Okay, he knows. I'm gonna go talk to Pinmo and Carplin. I'll be back. He just hops off the chair and starts walking away in just a very quick, jaunty stride, but very, very peppy. Just Flemish. Flemish just looks. No, I never liked that guy, but he also makes things quite interesting. He gets things done.
I wonder how much Jarok is about to hate being outranked by him.
Oh, if he's as haughty as as you say he is, he's not gonna like it one bit. But we need all the information we need that we can also discern from all these books. If somebody who's dealing with extraplanar beings and anything else like that, we'll need information.
Certainly will.
Ours comes up. Well, if it comes down to the, I can really just well, I could just be the buffer. I can have him beside me the whole time, and you don't have to worry
I'm sure it'll be okay, just a little troublesome.
about it. I know, but what can I say? You just gotta get this done. Don't have a lot of time.
Yeah.
So you start spending the rest of your day trying to write. You're writing everything down. You're making your connections in your books, and day comes to the close, and all of you end up back at your bunk.
Hi, everyone. How was everyone's day?
Very busy.
Meh.
You?
Yeah,
Meh.
Meh.
yeah, I saw you kind of, dusting up a bit of the recruits. How was that going?
You're all gonna die.
Oh,
Hmm.
oh, oh, well,
No, I'm kidding. They have potential.
Hmm.
They're
Yeah.
doing fine. I just don't think they're getting it. And
well,
Burek keeps freaking babying them. Get in my way. Just gotta believe in me. You just gotta just sit down and shut up. You know.
oh,
Take it
is he
I
you're
don't
on?
think he's good at doing that.
No.
you're not exactly one for positive reinforcement there, Spleen.
I am doing positive reinforcement. If you do what I say, you'll live. That's positive enough.
It was positively brutal to watch. Like the one guy was crying. Then you just kept yelling.
He's just sensitive to words, but he pushed through. I think tears is a good fuel to the fire.
Well,
Not entirely sure that's how physics works, but you know.
well, albeit for me to question someone's methods. Never done it myself.
What, do you think I should do something different?
Well, I'm just saying, sometimes, there are these plants that like to catch flies, and so, even though they look all prickly and go, ah, they're rather sweet. Like, if you ever taste what they have, it's on the sweet side, so maybe just lure them in with a bit of, softness, a little bit of kindness,
And
just
then
just a little.
eat them.
Well,
That's what you're
maybe.
saying. I
Well,
should
then,
learn
then,
a bit
then you can embrace them.
in my teeth.
Well,
Now you can lick them a little.
that would be good
Well,
for
that,
team building.
how? Oh. I seduce them. Got it.
Well, I
Um,
wasn't quite going that far. Might
But
be a
I don't know how
bit.
that's gonna work though, cause
Yeah,
you can't seduce
yeah,
the
no, no.
enemy. Well,
Oh, the enemy.
Well,
I thought these were
you're
just your
not
students.
teaching them to seduce. You're
I
train-ducing that this isn't working.
What?
oh no, I kind of like train deucing.
okay. If you do a good job, you get to hold my hand or something, right?
Good start.
That in the right direction. Yes, yeah. Maybe just like a pat on the shoulder. That would probably be good too. Like a solid good job.
Fist bump.
Oh, you're telling me to be nice. Well, why didn't
Yes.
you say that?
Well, I thought I did, but you know.
I'm still a fan of holding hands.
Yeah, yeah. Particularly for the one that was crying a lot. That might work.
Yeah. That one cry made me think of Howard a whole lot.
What? I wasn't
What?
even out there today.
I mean, you were in spirit because you definitely manifested into that crying dude.
What?
Yeah, when are you coming to training? I think you'll enjoy it a whole lot.
Well, let's go right now then.
Uh-oh.
Well, come on.
After dinner?
Well, of course, not all night. But we have a few
No.
hours.
No. I mean, look at you. You're already in your slippers.
Oh, please.
You got the owl bear ones, the ones you really like on. That means you're about to get down and study a whole lot.
They're comfortable, okay? I was actually working on something for all of us.
No.
To be fair, though, it's not like they're going to attack when we expect it. So
I
who
mean,
knows?
yeah,
Maybe he'll
that's
get
why I
attacked
always
when
keep
he
this
has
up.
his owlbear slippers on.
I just kind of tap against mage armor.
Are we like sitting on our beds at the moment?
Pretty much.
Okay. At that point, Yimmer throws his pillow at Halsterian. Like that.
D&D pillow fight. What are the stats?
No.
Roll for plumage.
Heck the pillow throw mattress. Whoosh.
Oh, hell. Well, I will say, from what I was seeing out there, they're not exactly as jumpy as all that.
Hmm.
No, basically challenge them through song to come face me in the Ring of Honor for a solid couple hours today, and well, either they don't like country or they ain't listening, or they're just playing it cool.
My money's on, well, not listening, really.
Well, you know what might make them listen?
Mm.
Don't say fire.
What was it?
Fine, what about lightning?
Mm,
Ooh.
I haven't seen that one too often.
But you know what secret people hate? Their secrets revealed? Why don't you sing and reveal names and a little bit of their plot and how it sucks or their underground shit?
And the underground could definitely work. Names, I'm not sure is going to do the trick. I ain't exactly been asking anybody's, first and last before we've put them in the ground.
Keep an eye out in the tome tomorrow and see if I can get you any names.
Much obliged.
But I think probably hearing some familiar activity might make them turn an ear towards you. Maybe.
Hmm.
I would. If
Good
I was a
thinking.
cultist.
Are you?
A cultist of dead ass.
I'd join up.
Not sure I'm familiar with that god, but they sound very nice.
There's room enough for everyone there, I'm sure.
Certainly room for quills.
What?
What did you do with that quill, by the way?
Rumors still say that it's up her butt cheeks.
No. No, it's in my stash.
You have a
wondered.
mustache?
I have a what? Mustache? What?
Is that why you were asking about facial hair? Do you want a mustache?
I mean, who wouldn't want a mustache?
Well, that's a fair question.
Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, I got a stash of things that I think are cool.
Okay, I was just
Yeah.
wondering.
Yeah.
Didn't know if it had sentimental value, if you wanted a tail.
It's got. Yep. I'm not revealing anything else about it because none of you guys are gonna have any of it. Looking at you, Hal.
Me?
Yes, you.
I never.
Now I'm more curious.
There's no room for curiosity here because curiosity makes you want to look for my stash. And then one of my 12 crabs went missing. And I'm
What?
pretty sure it was Hal.
Pardon, do you have live crabs?
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
As the DM, do you have live crabs?
I do. They may not be alive anymore. I don't know.
So many questions.
I just like the. I
Why
just
do
think.
I have to ask the hard-hitting questions here?
I just really think they have a great attitude because they didn't give a shit who I was. They were ready to fight me, so I had to take them.
If you think one of your players may have live crabs, please consult your apothecary.
That's it. Sleeves are coming up. We're roll for crab battle.
We're doing so well too.
My spleen has crabs. In my room.
Well,
I mean, not in my room. My stash is not there. that was
So
a
you have crabs in your
decoy.
secret place, please.
I mean,
I can second it as a dirty joke.
yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's safe to say that nobody here wants your crabs.
Good, because I'm
True.
not gonna give my crabs to anybody. They're mine.
Thank you. I
I
appreciate
mean,
that.
if they're tasty, though.
Hey, partner, whatever floats you.
Yeah, there is a new one.
All these in your windows are so funny. I love in your windows.
Yeah.
I have taken 3 points of psychic damage.
So what are you guys up to then? Are you actually gonna go do that training stuff, or
No.
Then I'm gonna keep working on that spell combination
Yeah, I
in
know when
my
you're
comfy
procrastinating.
ass
You're
All right.
procrastinating.
you're gonna start working
cowboy
on that?
pajamas.
There is a study desk within the little bunk that you have. It's a very bare bones setup, like a couple of couches, a couple of desks, a nice big round table for setup or food and everything else that goes with it. But yeah, so you set yourself up at one of the desks. You roll out your parchments and your spell book, or you have a spell book, or is it all on your shield?
Now I have an actual spell book that I use first to get the spell functioning, and then I'll etch it into the shield afterward.
Roger that. Okay, so you pull out the spell book and you start deciphering. You start deciphering your notes and understanding how each formula works between both spells. I would like for you to make a general intelligence check.
Is it like just a cheat sheet on the shield?
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Not allowed to bring
Oh
in any
crap!
wizard
I forgot what you said to roll.
Right.
Did
General
you say
intelligence.
intelligence?
hmm
17.
Let me go through my notes.
While he's doing that, no, actually, you would have all noticed it at some point that Howard doesn't use a spell book in combat.
Mm-hmm.
All his spells are etched on the inside of his shield.
Cool.
Well, damn.
And like, so once they're etched in, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's there for life. Okay. Cool.
Metallic shield, so. Yeah, unless it takes a hell of a beating.
Cool. Now,
Would be
can
an interesting way
anyone
to be
pick it up?
defenseless. Pardon?
Can anyone pick it up and use that then?
It depends if they can read the short notes.
Yeah,
They're basically like symbols, not
So like
actual
Dr.
worded
Scribble.
spells. Yeah.
it's basically ciphered notes.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Because there's not enough
Like
room to write out
shorthand.
whole spells and stuff. I'd run out of shield real quick.
So you start reading the fine print of everything that is there between both spells and understanding the construction and deconstruction of how you're trying to manipulate the matter that works in both spells. You think you've got a generally good idea of what you're doing. Indeed. Do you proceed with your do you
Oh.
proceed with copying or creating? What do you do?
Yeah, I'll proceed with trying to create it.
All right, I would like for you to make a percentile check, please.
Okie dokie. Yeah. That's 62.
62? Okay. Start writing everything down and starting to try and figure ways to combine the formulas together, make it make sense. You're writing, you're applying all the knowledge that you have. This is taking a while. This is going to be basically the rest of your night and cutting into whatever your sleep is. So to fully do what you're going to try and do will take a couple hours out of your sleep.
Like out of the 4 hours of rest,
Correct.
right? Okay.
So yeah, like because I know you do a trance, so
Yeah.
like out of that 4-hour trance, you're going to be cutting into it if you wish to continue to do it, and you know that this is gonna. You're well aware how much time this is going to take.
Yeah, I'll still do it. Spleen's right. I'm in comfy owlbear pajamas and I'm ready. Like,
Cool.
we'll pull an all nighter.
Yeah. So you are gonna do that, right on. What is the rest of y'all gonna do, or everybody gonna start bunking down?
Yeah, I guess just pack it in.
I would like to get one of your names in my book. Which one of you is, let's say, braver? I promise it's not a death note.
All
Well,
right. Do
Did
you
you
want
get
to rock?
Spleen's name in there yet?
No,
Pretty sure Spleen can write her name.
no.
Yim, do you want to, I don't know, rock parchment dagger for it or something?
yeah, sure.
All right. So,
So are we
right.
1, 2, 3
Yeah,
shoot,
sorry.
or 1, 2 shoot?
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay. So
1,
1, 2,
2, 3,
3,
shoot.
shoot.
Well, that's dagger.
Nope. Like a rock.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, does that mean you give your name or I give my name?
Well, guess we should decide on that first.
Yeah.
All right, 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
you won. You decide.
oh, name? Well, I guess I'm brave. Take some mushroom.
All right.
Yeah, that tracks.
You put a mushroom into your mouth. The room starts spinning a little bit. Not
Mm.
much. Just there seems to be a little bit of the rounding of the edges.
Well, now that's my biggest problem, not the book. So here we go.
Oh, well, I guess it looks like your normal signature. Let me
It's a little.
try this. It's,
I mean, from experience, it does vary signing to signing. So,
it's true. True. So I go in and read, start writing a message to him. Just, fungal exfoliation, which you start hearing in your head. Maybe, depending on how well you wrote your name, I guess.
um. So how
You can
DM
reply
how
to it in your head.
do I hear it well or like?
Yeah, that's
Oh, okay. It was based on how well I wrote in the book, so I didn't know if we were.
Oh, if you're writing in the book, make a performance check with disadvantage.
Well, then. I appreciate that. Oh, well, that's a 2, so we'll see if it's a 1 now.
oh no.
Holy crap. You might as well just get
Yeah,
Spleen to
no.
write it.
You said performance,
Correct.
so that's a total of a 4.
4.
Some gals
The
in your
mushroom is hitting
area.
you just a tad bit harder than you thought it was. You start writing it down, very toddler-like, where you're just like, "Why?" Your hand got cramped doing it the one way, so you start doing it the stab style. Al, you've never seen more of a butchering of a name being signed into your book. For sure, this is a unique entry.
I, uh, yeah. All right.
Guess we should have asked if you were feeling brave.
I suppose so. Uh, I write. Can you hear this?
It comes out like distorted speakers.
Oh man, that was not a good mushroom. No, no, that.
No.
Oh, what did you? Oh, I don't like this. No, what did you do? What did I just sign away?
I'm just writing. This is your life now.
Oh, oh God. Ah, I swear, this time I'll stop taking the mushrooms. This time, for real. Just after this next one.
I was
Coming
gonna
back.
say bet you 5 gold, but well, there we are.
Yeah, I learned. Gotta do it before you try to take the money.
Bet you 5
Ah.
that's not gonna be your last one.
Yeah, you're probably right. But what what was that? What's going on in my head?
It is a message, or what I hoped would be a bit clearer of a message.
Oh,
It
well,
sounds like it may not be coming across
no, no,
well.
no. That it is not. More like a wah, wah, wah.
Ah, and I just touch his name and it disappears. So Diamondback,
Yeah.
would you care to try?
Yeah, why not? I never read the terms and conditions anyhow.
All right, make a performance check.
All right.
Howard has
Gonna
a
be a
pained look on
16.
his face.
All right, cool. So you write your name like you always do. Very fancy, very flourishing, very you.
I just write, this better work.
And it comes quite clearly.
Oh, yeah, there you are. Loud and clear. Very nice. Flowery.
Good. You can think a response as well, and it will show up here, and I show him the book.
I think boobs.
The ASCII emojis of boobs come up.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that actually works.
You thinking pictures like me too?
I was mainly going for the writing, but I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah.
As you guys keep talking, you hear a knock on the door. We're calling the nights out. We're gonna request you to start toning it down, please.
Oh, you're no fun.
No more testing for the night. Got it.
Right.
Just writing.
It's like being back in college again.
Wait, is that you, Chester?
You don't hear a reply.
What happened to him?
You saw him around. You saw him around while you were walking earlier that day.
Wonder if he had that
He didn't
mushroom.
just quit.
Well, some mushrooms have that effect on you. It's just a get up and leave, drop everything.
God.
So you
Would
guys,
be
you guys
me.
heading to bed then?
Yeah.
Cool. You start heading to bed. Howard does a lo-fi girl moment thing.
Yeah. What? I love you some lo-fi girl.
The day you guys get yourself a nice night's rest. The day wakes. So do you. Howard, you're still working away. You got a couple hours shut eye. Well, trans eye, but you wake up and you're back at the books. Team them. What do you do? Who's taking initiative?
I do want
Roll
to
for
check in
initiative.
with.
Say reroll.
You know what? We have
Unless-
advantage.
Yeah.
Diamondback has
No,
something.
this is not
Yeah.
actually an initiative. This is an
Aw.
IRL initiative roll, not a
Alright.
game.
I don't know. It seems like Diamondback, you want to volunteer first, or?
Well, I was gonna say I wanted to check in with Howard if he was able to find any names that I could weave into my songs to publicly shame the cultists the next time I'm out.
Which I'm looking for during the day while we're researching stuff.
Yeah.
Writing down any names that I come across that may be of someone in the cult.
Sounds good. I actually might, in that case, I might stick around and help out with that.
Cool. Right on. So, I would assume. So then, Diamondback, Howard, Halsterian, we're all gonna head back to the library.
Hmm.
Okay. Shall we start with that then?
Yeah.
Heading into the library, you already see Felderwin and Hart there studying away. Elris is not around.
Is Jarok?
No,
Where's
still
our...
early yet, but you get the feeling that okay, well, they're not here yet, so maybe soon. Who knows?
Okay.
Orland looks up. Welcome. Good morning. Who's this? Points to Diamondback. Wait, you were there with me at the research field.
Yes, I was.
What are you
Name's
doing here?
Diamondback. I was one of your security. Also was helped out by a little fellow with a lot of mushrooms named Yimmer, you might recall.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He gave me a lot of cramps with those things.
Didn't he give us all?
Why do you hang out with him?
He was a nice fella, good personality. Plus, entertainment's never too far off when he's around.
That's fair. I never really cared anyway. But anyway, so what are you doing here anyway? If you're not Academy,
Well, we're Taylor Shop is working in conjunction with the fine folks of the Academy and the Soul Weavers and this fine establishment here to try and flummox some cultists the sharp way, if you follow me.
no, I don't. What are you talking
Bad
about?
guys try to attack the town with elementals. I helped kill bad guys.
Okay. Okay, well, that's fair. So then, why are you here?
Well, I've been trying to goad them into maybe tilting their hand a little bit early. Our spleen actually had the notion that maybe finding some names in these ledgers here, anybody I can call out publicly ain't already dead, might be worth it.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. We've been looking through the research notes, and everything has been signed, but it's only been initials. We don't have any full names.
Hell damn.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Yeah, whoever's been writing into these things have been using their shorthand, and well,
You
obviously it wasn't
know...
meant for our eyes.
Well, hell. Diamondback, why don't you just throw Felug's name out there?
Look,
You know.
Fellstorm.
Bellstorm, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
that
know
could
what?
work.
Throw Izana's name out there, too.
Yeah, she does seem the reactionary type.
She certainly does.
That being the case, though, I might want more than just Yimmer watching my back while while I'm singing out there.
Especially if you call her the disappointment of Ministar.
Oh. Oh,
Oh, that's a good one. You know what?
yeah. Hal, have you ever thought of taking up the bard's trade or writing for a living? Because you've got a way with words, my friend.
Thank you kindly. I have my plate full as it is, however.
I appreciate that you guys are having a nice conversation and figuring things out, but this is a library. If you want to do that, I would suggest you going into the hallway or maybe out into the foyer.
It's all good. It's all good. Azana's name's enough for me, and disappointment and menace. That is something I'm sure I can come up with a rhyme for. Seriously, y'all never talking here? Or?
This is a library. We try and keep things hushed a little bit.
Hmm. Well, all
I'm,
right then.
I'm gonna go out with Diamondback for just a moment and be like, give me like this morning and I'll come join you for a bit.
As you guys are like just walking to say your goodbyes, all you hear in the background is Flemish just saying, "No, you don't have to be an ass like that, right?" And you get the sense that he's saying it to Orland. Like, it's a library. We're trying to research. Things need to get done, and we need to focus.
I pull my lute and just idly strum a couple of very soft chords as I hear this, but yeah.
Mm. They're turning point.
Ding 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 ding.
Yep.
So I'll spend a few hours here at the library, a few with Diamondback, and then try and catch some of the training from Spleen.
Okay. That so then the way we're gonna do this is we're gonna focus on the first couple hours within the library itself. Howard Halsterian. So Howard, you're gonna continue working on figuring out the plating.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not the notes I want to be looking at. Okay. I would like for you. Okay, so you were figuring out yesterday what was going on with the elementals and understanding how they're trying to summon something from an extra planar being through. You realize, okay, this is very much an enchanting. How everything is broken down within a piece of armor itself. You start looking through the notes more thoroughly and coming to a point. Make an intelligence check, please.
10.
Actually, Arcana. My apologies.
That is a little higher, I think. 13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Continuing on, recognize that summon something through something else, you have to enchant it. It's very much what they were doing with bracers, but it also takes a couple extra steps to actually have a binding process happen within it. Start piecing together bits of the formula that have been sprawled and thrown around this little section. That's about it for now.
Okay.
Al.
Hmm.
During this time, Howard is focusing. You feel the door open behind you, and you sense the contempt. Great. Didn't think I could smell the stench of failure from this far.
Well, yes, it's right under your nose.
There's no need to talk to Elris that way. You notice you notice that Jarrock polished his horns. This very well established tiefling, violet skin, molten yellow eyes that have a bit of red right into him. He stares right at you. I was brought on because I was known for my extraplanar abilities and understandings of them. I don't like this. Very much not liking that I have to be around you, but I am more than willing to step aside for a couple hours at a time and work together.
acquaint. Thankfully, it is not up to either of us, so have at it.
Then let's work. You just see the pain in his eyes when he says that. And Orlin comes up. That's good that you came here. Thank you for coming. He looks down. You didn't really give me much choice. Yes, I know. That's why I like being where I am. Now, come, let's go. How does summoning elementals work? Starts sitting down, he starts writing down the formulas and the back and forth happens. And do you wish to hear the explanation of such, or shall we move forward?
Fine, moving.
I suppose I would like to, if you have it available.
Yeah.
You start hearing the explanations, and it's basically the understanding of you need to know what you're summoning to come in and the basic characteristics and temperament, the general temperament of a being. Because when you're dealing with beings of natural chaos, how does fire burn? Well, obviously it takes control and it destroys everything that is around it. But is it just that, or is it a little bit more? Can it be manipulated or waved? Or how does one catch a breath? A wisp of air. He starts talking about the philosophies behind it all, but then starts putting formulaic patterns in between the philosophies. It starts becoming a lot after a couple hours. Lean or Ymer? Who wishes to go first?
I'll go.
Lean?
Yeah, I'll go.
All right. Day 2. You walk into the barracks, walk past everybody who's there. You notice that all the sergeants and captains are actually staying within the castle during this time.
Mhm.
They are they're getting their tunics, their mail, their half plates on, and they're training weaponry, blunted swords, and some of them prefer an axe, but generally everything is blunted.
All right. Gather around. Get in a circle. All facing each other.
You are still in the barracks.
I'm walking out to the dove circle. I thought they were standing there. Sorry.
The
My
training
brain
circle?
went straight to.
Okay, so you lead everybody out to the
Mhm.
training circle, and
Like, get here.
when you head out, you see Berwick already out, full mail, full everything. He is wailing on one of the target dummies. He has his great sword out, and he's just practicing his stances and like going full strikes on this thing. Back, forth, upper hand, uh, overstrike, stab, steps back. And you notice that he's also working on his posturing and stances as well. You head in and you start telling everybody to get into a circle. Everybody starts.
Okay. First day was rough. But you did good. I want you to all look at each other. Just looking around at everybody. I'm not trying to break you. I'm not trying to make you emotionless. or trying to make you into stone or anything like that, to break you down, to build you up type of bullshit. Really, that day was just to see where you guys are, and you are in a good place. And actually, and turns to the one that cried, you're good. I find that being emotionless fighters, machines, a tool, is terrible. It's the worst thing to become. Having emotion is great. Because I want you to take everything personally. I want you to take it personally. The beatdowns, the yelling, the building each other up. Take it personally and grow from it. I want you to have spite. I want you to be petty. Even in the fight. You make it personal. You cry out there. Laugh, scream, rage, all of it. This is about character now. Bloodied knees, broken nose. Take it personal. Even from me. Be fucking pissed at me. And get through it to spite me.
Here in the background. You're right, I am pissed at you.
I turn around at him, smiling. How so? And what are you gonna do about it?
You'll see.
I look forward to it. But don't let it get into the way of these guys. Because all of you are leaders. Because you're gonna take this shit and you're gonna teach the others. They're gonna look up to you. They're gonna look at you and they're gonna learn from you. So what are you gonna bring back to them? I don't want to see you crawling. I'm not here to make you to cower before me. I don't want you to cower before them. So get it out of your system now. Before you get out there. Because I won't judge you. I also won't take pity of you. Those people, just pointing out generally the sky, believe in you. Do you believe in yourself?
I want you to make a performance or persuasion check, whatever one is higher.
Performance or persuasion, you said?
I want you to do that with a +3.
Oh, thank
Because
you.
that was fucking good.
Oh, thanks. Well, both of them are going to be the same.
A natural 20?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well done.
When the dice speak true to the narrative.
Yep.
You're walking
Gee.
back and forth. You're walking within this inner circle. These people surrounding you. You are being looked down upon, but you're not looked down upon. In that moment, you are speaking true and you feel the connection between everybody. Which one did you do? Performance or persuasion?
They're both the same.
But which one did you do?
Oh, persuasion. It's not a performance. This is
Okay.
persuasion.
You're looking into each one of their eyes and you notice every connection. You even see Berwick in the back just like, you're making all these right points. You're making good points. But walking around, your posture is absolute. You are feeling on top of the damn world. And you start beginning your training. Yimmer, what you up to?
Well, now that I know where all the fancy people are, I'm gonna put on my fancy clothes, which consists of a kind of a darkish green jacket with a kind of woody vest, but in Yimmer fashion, there are basically the cuffs and kind of around his beard, which is also tucked into the vest. It's lined with kind of bright orange kind of frills, kind of Austin Powers esque. But you can also look up, what is it? Orange peel fungus is kind of the inspiration for that. It's just a very vibrant orange, frilly bit. And like his beard is all like well groomed, hair is slicked back. Uh, for everyone who hasn't seen him this way before, this is very much kind of like a night and day, like who who are you kind of transformation. And yeah, so now knowing where to go is a bit more sure of himself and just kind of goes up to the ministerial area and just starts trying to, you know, introduce himself to various people, find the movers and shakers, as it were.
Okay. So you head up to the second floor, and very much a lot of the decor up here is very like it's seemingly upper class, and you get that feeling. But the way you no, I was gonna say make a performance check just for like posturing and outputting
Oh
yourself
yeah,
that way. But I'm not gonna do that because the way you just described yourself, you're very ostentatious and you're very out there to begin with. So
I'm
and the people
peacocking.
around know that like you've got the sash, you've got a sash and a pin saying that you're part of like Stillman's. Uh yeah, Lieutenant General Stillman's like under his tutelage. So you've already dealt with some respect. You start walking around and you're looking, is there anything in particular that you're looking for, or are you just going to start looking at offices and being like, okay,
Uh, is are there many people kind of like so is this like a hall situation or more like a grand area that
this
people would
is a pseudo hall, pseudo like it's I the way I imagine it, it's kind of like the
halls
Pentagon
with?
where it's a hall
Okay.
situation. So like it's lines of hallways and you
Okay.
walk down and it's
I guess Yimmer would just start walking casually down the hallway, just trying to listen in for anything, I guess, of note or interest. Uh, I guess mushrooms being something, but also just gossip would be something, as well as parties. Anyone that seems to be a bit more of the socialite type of personality, Yummer would try and kind of connect with them, try and
okay.
get a lay of
Then
the
I would
land.
make a perception check.
Okay. Ah, 10.
And okay. You're walking through these hallways and you like there's general guard patrolling patterns going on there, but every major door that you keep coming up to, like there are like just generalized doors that are made of basic woods and whatnot, and that's fine. But any major door seems to have an overarch on it, very well, very well patinaed mahogany on these doors, and there's a plaque beside them that says person of the position. The first one that you come up to, it says commerce, and there are 2 names to it, and it says Tog Dirtface and Libis Null Wires.
Dirt face.
Tog, Tagg, Dirtface.
Okay.
And the second name is Lilbys, not Libis. My apologies. Lilbys. Null
Yep.
Wires. Nalwirers.
Okay. Hmm.
You're trying to like, are you trying to stop and actually kind of like
I
eavesdrop in, or are you just trying to get a general sense of what's going on as you're like just a quick stroll by?
uh unless there is something worth listening to in there, it would just be a stroll by. It doesn't more so eavesdropping without being too obvious.
Hmm. You kind of get the sense that it's very hard to eavesdrop, especially in kind of a situation. Consistent guards walking by, and unless you're there to have an appointment with somebody, nobody really stands around.
Okay. I guess yeah, Yima would probably poke his head in. Then
You poke your head in, and you notice an older goblin and a generally older gnomish woman. They're just kind of sitting there having a generalized conversation, more or less about like how they're gonna support, like where, just general where money is coming from, where it's going, and you start realizing, okay, this is just very much business like.
hmm, yeah, it seems.
Nothing, nothing too fun.
Hmm.
You keep moving on. You get to the next door, and again, same. It's all very much cookie cutter and the same. Very beautiful, but very cookie cutter. You see the next one, natural resources. Zora Mig.
Mhm.
ZOHREHMIG. You notice that he's not in his office.
And is anyone else around?
Generally just a couple guards that are doing their patrols, but it seems to be very quiet today up in this up in the second
Uh,
floor.
Yima would wait for kind of no one to be looking and kind of step in.
Okay. After about 5 minutes, you start noticing the patterns going in, and you get about a couple minutes where there's nobody in the hallway. Take your opportunity, you go in. I'm assuming you're trying to do this stealthily?
Yes.
Stealth check, please.
Come on, number 3. Not roll a 3. God damn it. Uh, 9.
9?
These aren't my stealth shoes.
You're not used to wearing fancier clothing when you're trying to do what you naturally know how to do. You feel like you've got pretty good presence. Your presence subdued, but maybe not because of the shoes. They're kind of squeaking. What are you looking for?
Basically anything to do with mushrooms or fungus.
For fungus. So you walk into his place, and it's very much a study. There's a nice
Mhm.
desk right in the center. The door is open slightly, but you can shut it. It's not like you can't. There are files and whatnot spread out around his desk, and a couple of inkwells that are there as well. And within the study, there are rows of books.
Okay.
And if you're looking for anything mushroom
Fungus
related,
or
make an investigation check, please.
yeah,
And I know you
fungus.
probably get that at advantage because of your.
I don't think I get advantage.
I
Do
thought
I?
you had an ability that had for
I
information sifting.
Features and traits. Proficiency. Uh, yeah, it's not an advantage thing. It's just increased.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So investigation, you say? Oh, that's better. 20.
20. You're trying to do this as quickly as you possibly can. You hear a voice in the back of your head. You look over to the left, and you notice a
I
charter.
I heard no
You
voice in
cut
my
out,
head.
actually.
To the left. You heard
That's
that?
to his right.
You look over to the right. Nothing's drawing your eye.
Yeah, well, guess it's the other left. Looks over to his left.
And as if something is drawing you to a certain tome and charter.
Well, that's a bit freaky, but guess that's what it's going to be. And he takes that tome.
You take the tome. It's it's a tome. It's just a very basic leather-bound book. There's no real markings or indications on what's going on there. There just seems to be, for lack of a better numbering system, Roman numerals at the bottom. And you have one that says 6
Hmm.
on it.
I'll just take it.
You'll just take it?
Yep.
Cool. Right on.
Like that.
You
I just heard a voice that told me to take it, or that pointed me in the direction of that one.
all you heard was to the left.
I'm still taking it.
Okay. So you take that. You getting out? What are you doing?
Yeah, yeah,
Cool.
and just gonna very nonchalant, not like hide it, just under his arm.
Yep.
This is
Okay.
mine.
So you stuff it in your bag.
Yes.
Cool. Stuff it in your bag. You walk right out. You open the door. You come crotch to face. Actually, no. He's the way you stand. You're about belly, right, right at the nipple line of this olive skinned man. He's a tad. He's a little bit shorter, so this is where like the nipple line comes in. But you see him wearing just very basic slippers, very linen based clothing, and you think, isn't it a bit cold for that?
Yeah, I can
And
always
he looks at
appreciate
you, this human
out.
male. Can I help you?
Ah, I suppose you are Zora Mig?
Yes, I'm the natural resources minister.
Wonderful. Well, I was going to try and find you to inquire about mushrooms, harvests, and other things of production nature.
Why were you in my office without me?
Well, the door was open. Didn't know if you were hiding somewhere in there.
Why were you in my office without me?
Well, I didn't know you weren't here. That's why I came in to find out if you were here.
Did a
Now
guard
that
let you in?
no, the door was open. It's not like I picked a lock or anything. If it was locked, then I would have stayed out. That's not my business. Just doors open. I think open door policy. If that's not the case, then I am sorry.
Huh. Make a persuasion check.
Oh baby, this is my jam. 10.
10?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, buddy.
Just And I'm rotating the dice through. It's
Yeah.
like, no,
Do you need a jail?
I
He looks
someone.
down. He looks down at you.
I look up at him.
I'm gonna give you 2 minutes before I decide whether or not I'm gonna call the guards. I
Is
suggest
that
you leave.
it? Okay. It, I Can I make an appointment? Is that, are we just not talking?
Yeah, if you're gonna need an appointment, you're gonna have to go through the official channels.
Hmm. Well, that's no fun. Well, till next time. Good day.
Huh.
And Nimmer leaves.
You leave. All right. Diamondback.
All right.
What you up to?
So, having had some time to prep, mull over lyrics and tunes, I think I've got something that is suitably in your face to Izana.
Cool.
Uh,
So, I'm assuming you were bringing Yimmer with you.
yeah, if he's not being detained by anyone currently.
Then he back, bit of sweat on his brow. Oh,
Uh,
you've been so intimidated by one of them book guys before. Really scary. Anyways,
Take it.
let me change out of this. Might be a bit too much for the regular people. So
Sounds good.
changes back into the normal
Yeah.
attire.
So,
All right. Well,
where are you guys heading then?
so you said the military Iron Bridge got hit in a couple of places, yeah?
Iron Bridge got hit in a couple places. Yeah.
Okay, so figure like kind of spread the love, go down that way. Plus, I think that's where my to be claimed commission of studded leather armor is. So, two birds, one stone.
Birds one stone. Right on. You head into Iron Bridge, and again, you walk into the town, and you smell the soot. You smell the soot in the air, the sulfur, and everything is coated within the soot as well. It always
Yeah.
just seems to be perpetually happening,
Hmm.
which is unfortunate, but it's an unlikely trait
Hell,
nonetheless.
I'm gonna need some lemon juice after this.
Nonetheless,
Mm.
you're picking up a commission first.
Yeah, I'll stop on by. It was Moon Rock, right, or Moonstar?
One rock.
Moon Rock. Yeah.
Yeah, you walk in, and so I'm just gonna do the hand waving stuff. I want to kind of
Yeah.
push this through. So you walk in, you pay your 50 gold, and he looks at you. Well, I think good. It'll look real nicely on you, and it fits
Oh,
perfectly.
thank you.
And nice,
Oh,
the studs are nicely, perfectly put in.
nice.
You perch yourself into one of the settings, one of the settings that have happened and whatnot.
Yeah. Basically, I'm gonna just kind of like in.
All right, so I want you to make a performance check, please, and
Alrighty.
humor perception.
Reception.
Ooh, that's a nicer one. That's going to be a 22.
Nice.
Did you come get me, by the way, from the library?
Oh, oh yeah, sure. If you want to come along, I'll let you know. I've got
Okay.
the song ready.
And the
'Cause I was
magical
gonna say-
DM waves, and
'Cause-
Howard is there.
I was gonna say, if you didn't come get him, he's probably absorbed in books.
Yeah, sorry. I will. I will make sure to go get you, and you're gonna want to hear this.
12.
Uh,
You want me to roll too?
Yep, roll for it.
Okay. And you said perception?
Correct.
That's a dirty 20. Yes.
Cool. Dirty 20, 22 performance for Diamondback. And what did you roll there, Matt?
12.
12. Cool. So Diamondback, you start playing your song.
Yep.
Want to do it?
Yep. So I kind of, like basically kind of shout out again. But you'd be like, I hear this place been hit by them cultist folk. Person leading them, a bad child of a good family. Just want to say beforehand, Ravenford's a good folk. Ain't their fault their kid's gone rogue. But Izana, if you're listening, this is for you. I'm kind of saying, like, it actually sounds like oddly upbeat. and sort of sings out, "At only 17, you lead a cult of freaks. Eyes on a raven ford, you've messed up these fine streets. You're the ruin of our time. Build an empire of lies while your family's honor dies. The shame of Manistar. Work beneath these city streets. Everything you do complete. Destruction you just want to wreak. The shame of Manistar."
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. With apologies to Mary Chapin Carpenter.
No, that was brilliant. I love that.
Thank you.
Oh, buddy. So you start singing to the crowd, singing to a crowd that starts coming in. It's very much like a very blue collar, very hardy looking folk walking around. And you notice that you're hitting all the right notes again, but it's like you're really striking through. Howard, Yimmer, you're looking around. Howard in particular notice that there are a bunch of people in the back just staring, but not looking like as if they're affected. Yimmer, you're looking at the crowd and you're not really finding much. Maybe you're at a position where you think you're getting a good gleam, but you're generally not finding much. Just
Okay,
just the
too
general
short.
crowd vibe is getting to you.
Yeah, this is a real good one.
Well, thank you kindly, Im. Had to get that done in a morning, but damn if I ain't happy with it.
It doesn't
Fast
matter how
work.
long it takes. It's just what comes out at the end.
Well, thank you.
And so as soon as you finish, everybody disperses and you feel very well accomplished. What's going on? You feel, yeah, you just sent a message.
Yeah. So
Might
I
be time to
do,
head back.
yeah, I do check in as we start walking. So, anything look out of the ordinary? Sneaky, suspicious, want to kill me, string me up by my guts?
Not that I saw
Nothing
this
that
time.
crazy, but there's a few in the back that didn't seem to care one way or another.
Well, ain't that nice?
Hmm.
I think it's working.
I think we're
Yeah.
getting somewhere.
Mhm.
I'm assuming you guys are going to head back to Castleman instead.
Yep.
Right on. You head back there. Spleen. You're going through your basic regiments. You're doing sparring training, just very like not brutalistic ways, but you're telling them, okay, don't pull your punches. And so, whack, back, 2, 4, bang, back. Like you see these pairs pairing off and going. Feel a nudge behind you, and it's Berwick. He's looking down at you. You and I, let's go. Throws a training axe at you, or throws 2 training axes at you because he notices that you dual wield. You're muted.
Oh shit. When was I muted? I don't remember why. I was typing. Okay. Yeah.
All right, and so he takes a stance.
You start.
All right, and so he's like, "All right, if you're gonna teach me, teach me."
Come at me. You start.
All right, okay.
And I'm
Is that will a 16 hit?
yes. Gosh, I
It
have
will.
like there's Falskallan Nights and 20, there's D20. Well, gosh, D&D Beyond. There we go.
So
18 will not. I mean, 16. I have 18 in AC.
okay, 16 will not. So walks in and he takes a swing, but it seems like he's kind of testing the waters, really trying to see where you're standing. You easily jump right back.
The water elementals are very flowy. You're gonna want to have more of a upfront attack with them, but know that they're going to evade you more often than the rock elementals or the fire.
Hold
The
real.
fire wants you to get close to it. The rock is just gonna stand there.
All right. You're gonna attack back, or what do you?
Oh, I'm gonna be very dodgy. So
Very
I'm gonna
dodgy?
do dodge actions.
Okay, start doing that. He starts taking another swing. 18.
18 hits.
18 hits.
Yep.
He takes another swing. He takes another swing. He goes wide, but then he feigns, hits you with the butt of his weapon.
Yeah, dance with them, exactly.
Yeah, he hits you with the butt of his weapon. As he hits you, he's gonna make a tripping attack. Make a DC 15 strength save. Sorry, 16.
Okay. Strength save. That's a 16 plus 7.
Jesus.
Damn.
So he butts you with the weapon as he tries to take advantage of you staggering back just a little bit. He tries to trip your foot, but you're too strong and sinewy in your own right. So you feel the boot come in. You're good. You take 12 points of damage.
Taken from. We still got those temporary hit points?
Yep.
Okay.
I gave them to you. They're not going away until they're gone.
Oh, okay.
Until they're used.
Okay.
That's not fair for you guys to have paid that and then it just goes away.
Mm-hmm. Okay. My turn?
Yep. That's his turn.
Okay. With him being close to me now and his foot in a certain position, I'm going to go in and trip him back with brute force. So I'm going to do a shove, really.
You're gonna do a shove action, so that's a contested strength
Nice.
check.
Mm-hmm. All right, so make a strength check.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Ooh, oh, that's a natural 20 again.
Jesus.
Cat face, meow.
Damn.
So 24.
24?
Mhm.
You rolled a 20. Well, dirty 20.
Mhm.
You push him back. He staggers, hits the ground.
Okay. Is still my turn or going in for his
Well,
turn?
that was your action to do that. You can
Mm-hmm.
still have your movement. I say you push him back like a good 5 feet and then he trips, so 10 feet away.
And I just yell, roll into it! Roll into it!
All right.
That information, he does whatever.
Oh, so he stands back up, and you notice that he's just visibly pissed right off. And he runs right in. He runs right in. He's going in for an attack. That's a natural 20.
Nice.
Natural 20. And with that, he's going to go for a disarming attack as well.
I don't know what I have to do against that.
It'll be 18 points of damage. That hit.
Oh, 18 damage? Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, because it's a natural 20, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hits you. You feel the intent and you feel the fury on that. And he just says, "Come on, why don't you attack me back? Come on, you know you want to."
I just push my hair out of my face.
As you do that, he swings again
Okay.
because he was only using one of his 3 attacks.
Oh, I love it.
That is a 19.
That hits.
That hits.
Mm-hmm.
He's
I got an
he's
18 DC, so.
Yep. He's going in for an attack. That'll be another 15 points of damage.
Woo! Oh, you're asking for it. You're asking for it.
Come on.
Okay. I see.
All right, let's
You're
do it. Come on,
different.
let's go. He rolls it. He hits again.
Mhm.
Doesn't even wait for you to start your statement. He just goes. He's pressing the attack right up against you.
Okay, I'll let him
That'll be a
hit with this
19
one.
again. I
Okay.
swear, I'm rolling really
Keep
well.
No, this is good.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm ready. I'm ready. So
All right.
ready.
So that'll be another 12 points of damage.
Yep.
And that's his turn.
I cast rage.
The fury comes in. You
And
enter
I'm
your rage.
smiling.
Your fury enters your rage. And with that, I'm going to send you something. We're going to enter a duel.
Ooh.
Get ready to duel.
So, in Falskallan Knights, I'm putting in single combat martial classes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Single combat.
So the differences that happened here is how the dueling works is you'll still be able to take your action, but you'll be able to take your action and bonus action as is, but you'll be able to make a dueling action. And a dueling action is just something a little extra to give a one-on-one combat to be a little bit spicier. Allow movement, allow for an upgrade in your attack or your AC. But if you choose to take a dual action, you are foregoing one of your multi-attacks.
Okay.
And so if you choose to do your multi-attack, you cannot do a dual action. So a dual action is an attempt to shove or grapple, a contested athletics or acrobatics, an attempt to break a grapple, a disengage, and add 3 to your attack with an offensive stance, or add 2 to your AC, which is entering a defensive stance. There are no magical items, potions, or spells to be used. I count a rage as a personal action that
Okay.
doesn't count. So your rage you can still go into your rage and everything goes. And the thing is, we re-roll initiative every round
Mhm.
to see who goes first. So as you enter your rage, you initiate the duel. So let's roll for initiative.
Hey, well, initiative is still
And you
is
get
it
advantage. You get advantage. And for the sake of it, you're going to be rolling at advantage both for all the subsequent times because it just seems more fair that way. Okay.
Yep. Keep this scored up here. So my first roll. Okay, well, second roll is way better. So let me. +3, so 22
22?
initiative. Mm-hmm.
9. So you've got the initiative. What do you choose to do?
All right, well, hold on.
I know it's a lot
I know.
deal with, but
And also, let me grab some sugar for Pop Tart.
she uses her initiative to pop tarts.
Yes. I didn't really eat much other than like the pickles, so I'm just having a snack here.
Which, by the way, I would probably JTB going to the grounds once we get back with Diamondback.
Okay. So as as you're heading back from there, you start hearing the commotion of a crowd gathering around. You start hearing cheering from the training grounds, and you realize, okay, so there's something going on here. You walk up and you notice Berwick beating on Spleen. And as she stands up and turns around, you see the rage happen. You're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
The rage happens, the hair grows out, elongated beak. You see the scales crawl right up.
Do I have a beak? Or
Well, no. The nose
oh,
grows out
I
a
was
little
like,
bit more.
what?
No. The nose
Okay.
grows out just a little bit more. Okay, so
Okay.
what are you doing?
I'm going in for
Beak
an
is at
attack.
later levels.
Going in for an attack?
I just
So
wanted more teeth. Yeah, I'm going for an attack. Is that a regular thing? Because I'm like looking at like
no, you can make your attack action. You can make your
Mhm.
action and your bonus action as it naturally was. You just forego one of your attack actions. Like if you have 2 attacks, you forego one of them if you want to use a dual action.
Err.
So like I have 3 attacks on Berwick. If I chose to use a dual action, I'd only have 2.
Okay.
And so your offhand still counts as an attack because you're using it as a bonus. But seeing as you just raged. Well, no, that was before. No, we just rolled initiative. Hey, you do your thing.
Okay. I'm just doing the regular attack.
Cool. So you're going in.
Mhm.
All right. Roll for it. Come on.
Yeah, I'm going for it. It's 18 plus 7,
Oh yeah,
so
that's gonna hit.
a number.
A number. That's 18 plus 7. That's 24 or 25.
Something.
And Steve, you are muted.
No.
No.
Oh no.
Okay, so what'd you get?
Like sass for some reason. I just says just something like, no, you're
And what'd you
wrong.
roll for damage?
It is 7
7?
plus a 4, which is
11.
11 plus 2 rage,
13.
13. Yeah.
Okie dokie. You
So I am going to be very aggressive with these attacks.
okay? So you're gonna be aggressive. So are you gonna take a dual action or are you gonna attack again?
I'm not going to do actions again because I keep forgetting what they are. Um, I'm actually going to then shove. Actually, no. I'm gonna do another attack.
Okay.
Mhm.
So go for an attack.
Yep. That is a D10, not a D20. Using 17 plus 7. 2 plus 7. 24.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 2, 10 damage.
10 damage.
And then bonus action attack.
Cool.
10 plus 7, 17.
That will not hit.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Heading into your rage, you rush forward. You sweep low with your first axe attack, hitting the shin guard. You feel a little bit of it crunch and you hear the wail of Berwick, just like a slight grunt. You kind of bring him down to his knees, and your second attack, you just straight out deck him right in the face.
Yeah, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move back after I miss that one. See that I miss. I'm gonna move back.
Yep. So if you're gonna move away, that's a attack of opportunity.
at disadvantage.
At disadvantage. Oh, yep. Okay, so
Yeah.
you hit him in the face. You feel that the crunch of like the cheekbone just you feel like a real good successful hit was really well on that one. And as you step back, you kind of see him make a blind swing with his sword, just a full on baseball bat.
Mhm.
Is that's a 16.
Misses.
You step you s- you take a step back and you see the swing coming in from a mile away,
Mhm.
just like that. His turn. He takes a second to just open his eyes. You see the fury, just the pure disdain coming in from his face. He's gonna come in and he's gonna take an offensive posture. He's gonna take his dual action, add +3 to his attack roll.
Okay.
He's gonna make an attack roll. That is that's 25.
Nice.
And while he's doing that, he's gonna make a disarming attack with it as well. Being a battle master is amazing sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
With that, he's going to 17 damage, slashing.
Yep. Is that already halved?
No,
Woo! Damn.
and with that, he's going in for the
Damn.
second attack.
Mhm.
That's an 11.
I don't think that hits. An
Cool.
11.
Yeah, so that one doesn't hit. He hits you. You stagger back just enough for him to swipe down, and it was just again a series of near misses.
Mhm.
Reroll initiative. Okay, you're going to dice jail now.
Eh,
That was a 5 for me.
I'll
I
now be
rolled the
one next time
same
I'm at work.
number twice. So 18.
Yeah, you go first. Okay, you got the initiative. Go.
Okay.
As you're doing this crowd is coming around you. You see that the sergeants and the captains are kind of starting and cheering on everything that's going.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Hey, you threw me off there, Matt.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
Yep, no, that's okay. And you see Howard coming in. Well, you don't. Howard, you just come on in
No,
as
I'm
it's
not.
happening.
Yeah.
So you were going for a first attack?
Mm-hmm. Let me see. I just do a regular attack.
Cool. Over it.
Nice. 13. 13 plus 7. That's a dirty 20.
30, 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll
Okay.
for
9. 9 plus 13 plus 2. 15. And I'm gonna add Fury of the Small to that. To do an additional 8 damage. So 15 plus 8 is 23 damage.
Jesus.
Yeah. On that attack. What? Uh, mm.
Okay, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna be really. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna keep being aggressive. I'll do another attack.
All right, cool. So
Mhm.
roll.
Yep. Okay. 14 plus 7. 15 plus 7. 21. Right.
Oh, that'll hit.
Yeah.
Cool. Roll for damage.
That's a 10. God, it's mad. 10. 16 damage with that one.
Nice.
Okay, and then bonus action. Bonus action. I will do another attack. Yeah, why not? Okay, dice, decide where you want to go. That's a 14.
That will not hit.
Is that? No. Another. I rolled another 14. I'm just trying to add because that's the same. That's also 21.
For your
Yeah.
offhand?
Mm-hmm. No. To roll to hit,
No,
not
but
damage,
you took your two hits.
and then a
Is
bonus
that-
action attack.
then your bonus action is the offhand, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't add your proficiency to that, do you?
Mm-hmm.
You do.
I think
Yes.
it's you add proficiency to the attack roll. You don't add modifier
Add
to the
any.
damage.
Yeah, it's just straight damage. I don't
Okay.
add any sort of modifiers to my damage.
Oh, okay. That's why.
Mhm.
Okay, roll for it.
Yeah, it's just straight damage. That is 8.
8.
Yeah.
Wow, you are rolling good.
I know.
Jesus,
I don't know what's happening.
you
Maybe
are a monster
I
tonight.
should probably put those dice away because they're a little
Oh,
nasty.
no way. You kidding me? Keep it up. Still just one of those things. Cool. You come in, you start flying in, just left, boom. Each hit just impacting Berwick left, right, and center. It is a brutal scene to watch, and it shows your primal rage just let loose. He hit the right button. He's like, there it is. That's the rage I'm looking for. He takes his attack. Boom. That's a 16.
Doesn't hit.
He's going in for another swing. That's a 28.
That hits.
He's going in for another disarming attack. Guys are not rolling well tonight. That
That's
is
the 28.
14. No. 14. The damage die is not rolling good. That'll be 14 points of damage on that first hit.
Mm-hmm.
On that first hit. He swings down and hurls right at you. And with that is that'll be a 25.
Oh, that hits.
Yeah.
Man, these are already halved? Holy shit. Holy crap, dude.
Well, no, they're not. No, I'm giving you full damage.
Yeah, I was saying, like, holy moly. Oh, wait.
I've not been having any of my damages.
Oh, so let me just add
That's-
7 back.
Matt.
You haven't been having them, have you?
No, that's what. It's
No,
okay.
I tell you the full damage. You just subtract.
Oh,
I already have
no.
enough. I already have enough math going on in his head.
I'm good. It's okay. Keep going. Just say she's hurting. Oh yeah, I took that natural 20 full damage, whatever you gave me. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah. Okay. So then
17
that
more
is
down. Okay. That's okay.
that's 14 points of damage on top of that.
Halved? I'm gonna have
No,
that.
you have it. I don't have
Okay.
anything.
Then I
give you
will
full.
half it. I'm gonna
You-
assume I need to half it.
Have it and round
Please.
down.
Because I've been taking things full damage and I'm still good.
Also, I'm pretty sure that crit was an 18 damage. I don't know how I remember that.
No, I think a regular attack was 18. I think the crit was more than that. I was like 30 something.
Maybe. I
No,
don't know.
20 something. I took it full. I've been taking every single one. Before before I raged, I took those full. But
Okay.
I've been
So coming in, swinging wildly right at you. He's gonna take an action surge. That's a 24.
That hits.
Regular attack this time. That's 9 points of damage for that one.
Okay.
Rolling again. That's a 16.
Do I round up for odd numbers or round?
Round down. So no, the 16 is the 2 hit.
Oh, that doesn't hit.
Jesus, have you been adding my friggin' roll?
No. Those I know because but I was still trying to divide 9 by 2.
I'm like, oh god.
I'm like, wait, that's a 4.5. Not good.
Now that's a 19.
That hits.
That hits.
Mhm.
Swear to God, I'm rolling really badly on my d10s.
Not me.
Yeah. That's a 8.
An 8.
Yeah, 8.
Oh, I know that one in half. 4.
All right. As he starts swinging wildly and flailing back, forth, you're dodging, hit, dodge, boom, 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 hit, under, over. He's overwhelming you. This crowd is starting to go wild. And off in the background, all you hear is jeez. Did that come
whistle?
through? Yeah. Did it come through or no?
Like it wanted to, and then it was like, that seems like something I would want to suppress.
So let me do it again. There we go. Turn off the noise suppression. Let's see how well this turns out.
That came through.
Yep, that came through. Perfect. As that loud whistle comes through, you realize, oh, that's not a normal whistle. You hear you see this mastiff jump right out of the air, and this halfling that's right on top of him. It's Lieutenant General Stillman. He's right on top of it, and there's Daisy. He stands right in between Berwick and you, and he's facing Berwick. He's looking at him. All right, boy, stand down. I saw what you're doing. Picking a fight like that. You don't stop that. Berwick's just like in a fury, just looking at him. You're giving my job away from me to her fucking kind. Fuck. He just chucks the sword down, turns around, walks away.
Celine starts laughing.
Stillman turns around and looks at you. This is no laughing matter. Don't. Stop that. No.
I'm sorry. I thought it was a good bit of fun.
I know him way too well. That there was personal.
I mean, I did say get personal about it. He's a good listener.
Yeah, he's a good listener. But you realize he was going for the kill, right?
Nope. You could try.
I'm finding your demeanor on all this very scary and underwhelming. You're not taking this too seriously, are you?
I'm taking it very seriously, but I don't take him seriously. There's a difference.
Right, we're gonna have to make a meeting between the both of you with a lot of guards in there. Continue on with your training. I'll deal with Berwick for now. He turns on. He just pulls up Daisy. All right, Daisy, let's go. pulls the reins, and Daisy ups and walks off. Halsterian. Or I mean, Howard, you're there. Do you want to do a couple minutes?
He's the longer the fight went on, he was just quietly observing, but towards the end, his hand was on the sword. Still sheathed, but prepared.
Right on. All right, Hal.
I promise I'm not getting in his way while he's working.
I would say roll an intelligence check for whatever you are working on. What is it that you're specifically working on?
Well, I suppose that brain fart. That's why I'm on the wrong page. While Jarek is enlightening those and doing his own research, I would actually be looking into the blister coil weirds.
Okay. So,
Straight intelligence.
Yep.
And
Investigation, actually. Sorry. I'm sorry. You guys should have been rolling with investigation. I've been kind of farting on the brain on that one.
well, on the bright side, it didn't make a difference. So it's the same score either way. 18.
18? Cool. You're looking at the notes for the blister coil weirds, and the idea of combining elementals is very brutal in its own right, but also ingenious in its own way. Because like, how do you combine two completely opposite things together? And you start seeing the notes on summoning circles and runes of bindings and everything that happens within it, and you start looking at the formulas, and it's making actually a lot of sense for you. So you start getting along quite well, and actually Jarok comes in and starts looking over the notes. Like he looks over your shoulders. Huh, I never thought to have done it that way. Do you think if he starts doing this, and you guys actually start having a couple minor minutes of shop talk, and then you're working well together? You're getting in the end, you start understanding everything that's going on with it and how all of that combines together. The day goes on, and you get a general sense of accomplishment that you actually made some pretty good progress. Felderwin is looking at, yeah, I think this is all starting to make sense. But if you guys are going to do that, I'm going to keep looking at these lockets, at this locket of mine that we found.
Yes, that I feel like that does have something to do with some sort of extraplanar connection. We found one previously as well.
Oh, where did you find this one?
Well, we found it in a cave trolls. The cave.
Hill
Uh,
Giant.
Hill giant. Right. We found it in a hill giant's cave, amongst several other things. We didn't think too much of it, but we managed to get it identified by a namer, and it was very strong with the interplanar magics. Unfortunately, it was taken by an old friend of mine during the attack.
Hmm. Uh, so that one locket was interplanar?
From what we could tell, yes.
Ah, interesting. Give me a second. I'm gonna take a more thorough look at this thing. He starts muttering an incantation, and you notice his eyes shine. It shines fairly dull, and he's like, "Oh, I see. I see. Let me go harder on this." And you see just like the shades of white just almost become pure blinding to everybody that's just within the immediate vicinity. He's like, "Boom! Oh, yeah, this one is as well. It's tuning fork."
Hmm.
But what? Jarok looks over. That's a tuning fork? So what you're saying is you know of two nearly identical lockets that are tuning forks? This is one is random, two is not a coincidence.
No, I don't believe it is either.
Uh, Elris, you know what these are? Well, you just said they were tuning forks. No, not tuning forks. Where? Make? Design? What is it? Elris looks over. Well, I was looking over them a little bit earlier, and they're elvish in design, but there's very human elements into it as well. But this isn't. It seemed very different to what the old Koriharan empire had in designs and shapes and structures. It's just, it is very much from a different place. I just don't know what. Jarek looks up. I might need to do some research on this. Are there any more?
Actually, pause. Sorry. NC took his locket, right? Not the Hill Giant's locket.
Yeah,
So we still have the Hill Giant's locket.
I believe you gave the Hill Giant's locket to your great granddad.
Yes.
You
Yes,
have
we
one in your
did.
possession. Spleen has it, but it's still that is the information. That is still information you know.
Wait, Spleen has another one?
Spleen picked it up from Izana.
Eh, then where is this other one from?
The other one is from Diamondback and Yimmer's introduction.
The dig site.
That's right. Oh god, this is a
Yeah.
mess.
Good. I thought that
There's
was a
so damn many of these.
So Seer Felderwin has one that was from that dig site. You guys have one from Izana. NC took his back. And Lord Baltrus has one.
Okay, that's going properly in my notes now. Thank you. Sorry.
No, it's good to have these conversations.
It definitely would be that type of information Halsterian would hold on to, so definitely need to get that in my notes.
Yep.
I do wonder. Well, first of all, what on earth was it doing in a hill giant's cave? But I do wonder if it has anything to do with our strangely extraplanar friend Ronith. Was there at the dig site apparently.
Who
Had
are
a
you talking
few
about?
words and perhaps one emotion.
Who are you talking about? You met an extra planar being?
Well, he didn't seem to be around here, for lack of a better way to put it. Yes, when this first around the time when this first started, just to the north of Menestad here, we met someone, gray skin, covered in scars. He went by the name Bronith. Uh, he was seemed to be being sacrificed for this cult's plans, and well, he uh, made no small effort to make his leave of that place, but he's certainly made his way around. If he's been around other places with these lockets, with such as the ruins, and you wonder if he's had something to do with each of these lockets so far.
It's, that's interesting. Jarek looks up. Extraplanar person, extraplanar lockets. What's going on here?
I worry there's a rift open somewhere, but you would know more about that than I.
I mean, if there was a rift, we would be seeing an influx of many things at once. There'd be signs of it
Localized here?
localized. I mean, possibly
If it's in Orc territory, would we know?
If it's in orc territory, I don't know. Flemish Heart looks up. Well, what we know right now is we know of two lockets. What you're saying is there's a person that is extraplanar walking on this. We need to consolidate more information and figure this out. I think that's where we're probably gonna have to just sleep on it. Gotta make an appointment with Pinmo tomorrow anyway. Tell him what we're up to, everything that's going on. Give an identification that's going with it.
Yes, the more we find out, the more troubling it all feels.
Yeah, we're gonna have a drink. We're gonna sleep on it. We'll all consolidate everything that's going on tomorrow with Pinmo. You get yourself some rest, son. All right?
Rock, it has been an unusual pleasure working with you. And I slowly back away before I turn.
It feels like old time. If you weren't a fuck up then.
Well, sounds like you're the only one saying I am at this point, so I'd like to blame all the rest on NC himself.
I guess two different opinions can coexist. Oh my god, coexist at once. You have yourself a good night.
You as well.
With a couple of days that keep going on, you guys continue to find more information what's happening. You have a couple meetings with Lieutenant General Pinmo, Mayor Carplin, and a bunch of other small beings. And with that, we're going to call tonight's session. We'll continue this next week where we will continue more on the RPing and getting a plan together for Harvest Festival. But I want to thank everybody who had stayed tonight. A good night, and thank you for coming by and watching our entertainment as much as we could. If you're interested in following the Dire Bear stuff more personally, there is our Discord. So please come join the community. We would love to have you and see what you can give to us so that we can give back to you. We have our merch store. Please come on. Please rep our merch because that stuff is comfortable looking. I personally don't have a t-shirt yet, but mine's going to be ordered and on the way. But with that, I also like to thank once again D&D Beyond for sponsoring us tonight. And if you're ever interested in watching more of our shows, Monday night with Heath's game, The Dire Bear GM, with Wild by Witchlight. It is a great show. I keep coming in every once in a while, and I'm always thoroughly entertained when I'm watching it. But with that, we are still in the middle of a pandemic. It's a rough world out there, so be kind to each other. Wash your hands, wear a mask, social distance. Just be kind to each other. But with that, I just want to say, do you dare to imagine? Have yourselves a good night.